Hello my friends, I'm Rick and this is your seat at the table, and I'm looking at yet another Battletech PDF. This is one called Fan Council 3048. So this is a fan project put together by some folks that belong to some little entity thing. We'll get to that here in a minute. It's pretty professional looking. I mean, it's not too bad. It's definitely you know, there could be more to it, and they acknowledge that. That's just something that's probably not going to be useful to just for the mainline Battletech community, but it's always nice to show the work and interest of individuals. So, the late great Fan Council 3048, from its frantic beginnings to its auspicious ending, this Fan Council was the shortest ever. Grand plans, amazing, some would say unbelievable naval battles were the order of the day. In most players' opinions, the game ended far too soon. The idea for this technical readout popped into my head one day about a month into the game. I whipped up a few pages and liked what I saw and decided to make it into a full-fledged product. Within a month or two I have passed since then. It is my great pleasure to finally see the project finished. I didn't do it by myself though, blah blah blah. I also have to give thanks to everyone who submitted their custom designs. Matt, Sulla, Heerdt, Heerdt. If I'm mispronouncing it, my apologies. My last name's a deuce too. Anyway, using the book, it's a technical readout based on the fan-run Battletech Universe colony called the Fan Council. It is a role-playing game ran on the classic Battletech forums at www.classicbattletech.com/forums. Particular iteration of the game was set in 3048, just before the clan invasion of the Inner Sphere. As part of the game, the players can create custom configurations of canon battle mechs for their characters to use. This book represents some of those custom mechs. Outside of the Fan Council game, these designs may be of little use. This book does, however, serve as a short tribute to all their work and effort put into the game. So, we got an introduction, a little bit of information, that kind of stuff. For the most part, though, it's an abridged version of a TRO, which is fine, you know, and we got an alteration on elementals. The elemental Juressa, I can never pronounce that kind of stuff. Clan Golaf Scorpion technological base, blah blah blah. So it's a slightly different version of the Clan Elemental suit, and which is fine. It's just basic as an ER support laser, battle claw, and an AP weapon mount. So whatever they're working with here, right? Altering the elements. And this is the Undine prototype, which is, I'm pretty sure there was an Undine design as in a FASA product, so it was actually a canon-based thing, right? So Inner Sphere mechs and some clan stuff. So we've got our traditional machines that have been heavily modified or lightly modified, and I'm not going to go through every individual one. There's probably 20 or so in here, maybe. Nothing wrong with that. The only real beef I had about printing this out, though, I think they missed the ball a little bit in their layout section. This is where those layout editors are important, because in reality, if you've got the stats in your visual on this page, your print and stuff should. So the scratch software information should be on this page and not on the preceding page. Oh, okay, Mama, but you can't walk on the keyboard. I'm sorry. Yeah, you don't know. Go on, get up there. Go on. Yeah. There we go. That's Mama, a gray and white Mama. She was just over here in this other window. Like I said, we have a cat colony in our yard. So the lady passed away across the street a couple years ago. Basically, we've been looking after them. We feed them. We've been taking them all up to the ARL here, up a ways, not too far from here, where they have a trap neuter release program. So they spay and neuter them, give them their shots and stuff. Mama's the last of the females that have to go to the program yet. When the weather turned real bad, the wife managed to get the damn cats in the garage. At one time, we had 9 of them out there, and there's like 6 still living out there. I can't try to get her to understand spring's here. She needs us to let them open the doors and let them all back outside so they can just stay outside. Anyway, Mama here got in the garage, and we had that up here. The temps were dropping in the double digit below zero, and she's missing teeth, and she got her saliva froze up, and her mouth froze over, and she couldn't eat, couldn't drink. She was having a horrible time. We thought she was going to die on us. We finally got her back down out of the overhead because our garage is attached to the house, and there's a crawl space that goes up into the attic space above all this. You can access it from the garage, and it's full of ventilation. That's where all these cats have spent the winter, is basically up in the garage and up in there, so they're warmer than being outside. And I had to crawl up there about five different times because we were thinking she was not going to make it. And the sixth day, she had come down to tried to get something to eat. And Brenda corralled her and brought her in here, and she's hanging on to Brenda real well. She's still a little jumpy. Yes, Mama? Right? Yeah, yeah. See, I gotta watch her because I don't want her biting me or smacking me. I'm not trying to get her to upset her or nothing. So anyway, back to the thing, right? Okay, so like I said, this information portion here should be sitting here. So this is, you open the page and everything's available. Instead, you've got your basic stats and your overview, capabilities, and battle history pilot notes on this page, and then you have to flip the back page to get the stats and to get the visual of the item itself, which, you know. So, like I said, there's nothing revolutionary here. It's just personal tweaks on different stuff. Oh, here is the BLR 1G. Yes, Mama? What are you doing? Yeah? Okay. Well, you just want attention now, or what? As long as you stay off the keyboard. I can't have you on the keyboard. Yes? You don't know what the hell's going on. Yeah, I know it's nice outside, but you're not going outside till we get we gotta get some more weight on her, and then take her to ARL and get her fixed and shots. And the truth is, she got some problems with her teeth and some other issues, and she's just likely to stay in the house and become a house cat, although we don't want to say that. That's probably how it's going to go. So anyway, the Battle Master here variant's got 4 medium lasers and 2 PPCs and 1 SRM4. Frankly, I don't see a whole lot of it's got Ferrous Fibrous armor. I don't know. Is that an XL engine? What's another thing? He said this was supposed to be set in 4048, just prior to the clan invasion. Well, then how would we have a lot of clan-based technology? It's implied that this is stuff, I don't know, is it implied this is stuff that's being resurrected by the Inner Sphere because of the Helm Memory Core and other stuff? I don't know. So, anyway, it is, right, so here we are. This is how I got confused when I first read it. This is the BLR1 GT, and then this is the BLR1 HD, and I thought, and then I looked, this is, well, I got 2 different things going on here, but the page count's right. And then you look around the back, here's the rest of the 1 HD variant. So, anyway, nothing wrong with that. It's still nice, and I don't know if it's playable for other people. The fact is, the material here, the stats are here. These are things that can always give people ideas for modifications for their own machines. And something that's always been part of Battletech is part of that salvage mindset. It's that we're tweaking our machinery to make do. Sometimes we're trying to fit them with components and our weapon systems that weren't originally designed for the machine, but it's easier for the procurement of that for the given faction that you belong to, especially if you're a mercenary. So the fact that there are many variants or personal tweaks on these machines is not surprising. And keep in mind that some of these machines are generations old. Some of them are hundreds of years old and been passed down from father to daughter, to so on and so on, as part of family, as a family stable, and to have them have undergone modifications for individual pilots' preferences and or things that just because this is what we had to do to get it back in the field kind of thing. It's not unreasonable. I mean, you know, it is kind of what it is. So then we got experimental tech. And so we got a little extra stuff in here. Got an enforcer, ostrich, marauder, like I said. Then we get in the back here. Let's see. We have a variant of the mule and DropShips and a variant of the Union Explorer Corps refit. So like I said, these are nice little pieces, and they can be playable in anybody's campaign if they wanted to choose to use them. And if not, I mean, it was a work worthy of Battletech, and people put their effort into it and some time, and there's no reason why they can't be enjoyed and acknowledged and shared, which is something I believe is a good thing, right? So there you go. Fan Council 3048. And I appreciate the fellow that sent me the PDF for this. Like I said, a lot of this stuff I had never seen it. I had never found it unless somebody brings it to my attention, and I was able to take it and print it out and make a physical copy of it. And at least there you go. Anyway, till next time. Going on, my friends, this is Rick, and hey, if you like the channel, please hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, tell your buddies, tell your friends, tell your coworkers, tell anybody else that's in the gaming industry or gaming fandom that says, hey, this is a channel worth checking